This video is going to discuss how to create a book. So from the very beginning, from ideation all the way to actually having like all of your chapters done and being able to, I guess, produce a book that's going to have people interested. So I'm super excited for you. And at the very end, you'll have some secret sauce that'll hold you down to make sure that you guys are creating a book that people actually want, need, and desire. So the reason that I am making this video is because my friend Cal asked me, what was her question? What is the process on writing a book? Would be so interested in writing one. So yeah, a lot of people are very interested in writing a book, and I have learned how to write a book because of this book called The Laptop Millionaire. The Laptop Millionaire is a book that discusses all the different ways to make, I guess like 32 different ways to make money online. And one of them is creating a book. And it's very synonymous with like how a lot of people will create their books. And how people get on like the number one best charts, or what is it called? The Amazon number one bestseller or the New York Times bestseller is a lot of the times they do this kind of book. But to be very specific, this book is not like your novel kind of book. This book is in order to solve a problem or so that you can help others. So it's really, you're making a book in order to help people out. You're finding a problem, you're solving the problem, and then you're writing chapters based off of the problems that you're seeing. This isn't a book where it's like a novelty romance or whatever. You can probably use some of these tools with them, but to be very honest with you, it's very like, I have a problem and I solved it, so we created a book that we can now produce and put on Amazon to help people out there, people solve the problem that you had. So the book that I'm creating, I think it would be easier if I explain to you how I'm doing this. So the book that I'm creating, I created one book and I have it on Amazon now. It's called Mastering Social Media. And the book that I'm creating now is I'm essentially helping people in college get over their anxieties and become the best versions of themselves and crush college, right? There are a lot of different ways to do that. There's a lot of different ways to get rid of anxiety. There's a lot of different ways to get rid of self-doubt and find purpose. And everyone has the same problem in college. They don't know where they want to go. And I'm going to help them find purpose and get there, right? And so now the major part about creating a book is I'm not going to write a book on what I think people need. I'm going to write a book on what I think people want, because what I think people need is very different than what people want, right? Like, I think people need to sit down and meditate, think about like their long-term goals, what's going to happen in the next 10 years, and probably stop having premarital sex, even though a lot of us do that, and stop drinking and all of that. Like, yes, that's exactly what you need to be doing, and that's the very easy answer, right? But to be honest, people don't want to know those answers. What they want to know is, how can I be more likable? What is it like moving out of my building, even though I'm like a person of color? Or a couple of other questions. Like, some of them were, let's see, like, I'm unsure of myself. What is another one from the audience? The correlation between social anxiety and drinking to cover up the symptoms. Accepting a new phase in your life, reaching new versions of yourself. Time management. Another one is drinking problems. And I guess not having a bunch of money. Friends and family. How to lie. Like, a lot of people like how to stop falling into lust, how to learn how to set boundaries with loved ones, things like that. And those are very different than what I think people should do that are like mental tools, right? So the very first step in creating a book is identifying the problem that you want to solve, right? The problem that I want to solve is anxiety in college kids. It's a lack of direction in college kids. I want to help college kids find direction, right? And I want them to feel really, really good while doing it. So they feel that bubbly feeling called happiness and understanding like the key components of happiness, right? Cool. So that's my thing. Your thing could be learning how to do a kickflip on a skateboard, or it could be how to become a good skateboarder, or it could be, shoot, I don't know. It could be how to take a really cool image on a camera, or let's think of another one. How to understand the Bible, and you understand how to solve, I don't know, reading the Bible in a way that is meaningful to others, right? And so that could be your book topic. Next, you need to think of a title. And you can use a lot of different ways to find a title. A lot of people like to use keywords, right? So you can like go to Google search insights and find keywords in order to like find what title you want for your book, right? So if you go to Google search insights, type up whatever words and find out what keywords are actually going to be super prominent. This is just like a search thing, just so you know what people are actually searching so they can actually find your book at the very end. You don't want to write a book that has nothing to do with any of these keywords, because if it doesn't, you're not going to have an audience to find your book. So, second, you're going to test a bunch of titles. This requires an audience, though. So what I'm doing right now is I have 4 different titles that I am testing out. One is How to Delete Anxiety in Your 20s, a guide for college kids in America. How to Win in Your 20s, a guide for college kids in America. Cheat codes for college, 20 life hacks that will make you unstoppable in uni. And then D, Stop Being a Bitch, 13 reasons why you can still crush college and take control of your life. So those are just a couple of titles, and then you go to your audience and you ask them what they want to read, what's the most likely for them to pick. So from there, you literally just ask your audience, give them like a survey, which one's the best, and you pick the title. Once you have the title, then you can start asking people what kind of things they would like to see inside of this book. Boom. Now people are going to write to you and say, hey, this is what I would like to see inside this book. You'll have maybe a couple of different questions or struggles that you'll see over and over and over that are common. Those struggles are going to be your now chapters. Once you have the structure and the struggles and the questions that they have that they want to see inside this book, boom. And now you can start creating your chapters or putting in the information that you want to put inside the book. And then that's really it, to be very honest with you. Like if you want to put your book on Amazon, which is a really cool thing, all you have to do is Kindle Direct Publishing. They make it super easy. I literally just make my Google Doc a Microsoft Word document and then just publish it. It's not hard at all. It doesn't require any experience. It's fastest money I've ever made. Well, I guess besides TikTok Shop. But literally you just do that. And then once you have the book already created and already has all those titles that people have already been asking for, so you have your book title, the title that everyone liked, that you've already surveyed and found out which one everyone likes. You've already asked people what they want to see in the book. And now your chapters are how to eliminate anxiety, how to overcome drinking, how to become a better lover, how to blah, blah, blah. And those are your chapters. And you just write down about those topics. Especially since you already have like that experience, whatever topic you're talking about, you're really just helping answer questions that people have the answers for. Now you're probably saying, well, I don't have an audience, William. Beautiful. You're going to do yourself a favor. You're going to download TikTok. You're going to go to Creator Search Insights. All right. You're going to go to TikTok. You're going to go to the search bar. Hold on. We're going to help you out here. You're going to go to TikTok. You're going to go to the search bar. You're going to type Creator Search Insights. Once you hit the enter button, there's going to be this big blue thing right here. You're going to tap that. And it's going to tell you a list of trending topics and subjects that you can find out about. And there's like a content gap and other stuff. I know it's all reversed. But it says things like people want to see how to edit GoPro video, stop motion effects, how to post high quality TikToks. I'm locked in with myself. Worry about yourself, baby. You'll be good. Me without makeup. Lightroom masking. Let's see. Beanie Babies. Penrose Triangle. Like, that's for TikTok Shop. Hush Puppies. Pigeon Ball. Content gap. Let's take pictures trend, the creative transition ideas, welcome October, things like that. And you can always find a billion things that people are already looking for. You can also search for different topics in order to find out what people are searching, what they're looking for. You could even go onto Google, go onto incognito mode, and then go to YouTube and search up a keyword that's in your topic. So let's say mine is anxiety in college kids, right? And let's see if I'll do that right now in front of you. Let's see, and I'll read it out to you what it says. Let's go to incognito. I'll go guest. Cool. So I'm going to be browsing as a guest, and I'm going to be searching in anxiety college. Why am I so anxious in college? How to help college students with anxiety? What is the leading cause of anxiety in college students? What does anxiety look like in a college student, right? So now I can use these people also ask. It just shows up. It says people also ask, and that's what you're looking for. Why am I so anxious in college? And then I put my book. I'm going to answer why you're so anxious in college. The next thing is I'm going to say, how to help college kids with anxiety? Or the leading cause of anxiety in college students is, or what does anxiety look like in a college student? How to solve it? That's exactly what people are asking. Like severe anxiety in college. And I could use that information and use it as chapters. And that's really how you write a book, and you just answer people's questions. And if the book flops, whatever, you had a really great time writing a book about problems that you can solve, and you can give it out to your friends if they're asking about all of these different issues in life. And that is my answer. Thank you, Cal, for asking the question, and thank you for watching. So you can now go out and write your Amazon #1 bestseller. And write down your topic of the book you're going to write in the comment section. I love you. Thank you for listening. You're amazing. Wow.